All right, so let's get into what just happened at Nordstrom's.
That was crazy.
Okay, go ahead and tell the story.
Okay. So we were going into Nordstrom's, and there was this older white couple coming out of Nordstrom's, and while there was like double doors, right? It was an entrance. I don't know if you guys know Nordstrom's, but like you go through one door and then you go through another.
I opened the door first,
right?
For them.
So you opened the door. Well, you opened the door for me.
Yep.
And then
I held it. Then I held it for them.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were coming out, and so the second set of doors, because they were coming out, the grandpa guy, the older gentleman, he held the door for me, and I assumed he was gonna, like, I walked through first, and I assumed he was gonna hold the door for my husband, and later he told me that he actually let go of the door. It's like,
who told you?
You told me that.
Yeah, you didn't see, when you turned around, you didn't see that he let the door go, but then he acted like, oh, I'm sorry, like he didn't know that I needed to go through the door too.
Yeah. That was on purpose.
You think that was on purpose?
Yeah, I think that was on purpose because...
Do you think he was racist?
Yeah.
You think that?
Yeah, I think he had racism. That was an act of racism.
Because he held it for you, and then had the nerve to look at your ass after he opened the door for us.
Wow, that's gross.
So after he held the door for my wife, he had the nerve to look at her ass. And then when I was trying to go through the door, he just let the door go.
And that's the thing. They do little subtle things, and they think, oh, I'm not racist unless I do some crazy, like, unless I'm part of, like, you know, like something like the Capitol riot
just
or
something major.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the point is that, sure, those are little jabs. That's disrespectful. It was fucked up. It was definitely racist. But it's very cowardly how he did the racism. You know what I mean? Like, and then play dumb. See, racist people play dumb. You know, white supremacy play dumb.
Yeah.
That's how they maintain the system of white supremacy. They have to play dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just crazy because we were literally, then we went to Target. Like, this all happened just moments ago. Like, we were at Target and we were checking out at the cashier, whatever, checkout stand.
See, you could if you look for racism, you'll find it.
Yeah. And the lady, so my husband paid, and he's like holding his hand out to get the receipt from her. And she just sets it on the counter when she clearly saw my husband's hand out.
Yeah, it was rude.
Like,
it was rude.
Yeah, that was really rude.
Yeah.
And she just like bypasses his hand to put it on the counter. And she had the nerve to say, oh, what did she say? Oh, good day. Have a good day, miss, or something to me. And she didn't
say shit to me. She didn't even look at me. She just looked at my wife.
Yeah, like she could have said, oh, have a good day, you guys, or something like that. But she just felt the need to only address me. That just...
Yeah, it was crazy. But here's the thing, like, if I get treated like that, how does a thug get treated? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you treat a thug? Like, a clean-cut black man such as myself, how would you treat a thug then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you treat me that way, how would you treat a thug?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How would you treat a 24-year-old black guy? You know what I mean? So that is crazy, but it is, that racism shit is real. It's out there. For no reason, she didn't put it in my hand. It was very, very disrespectful. And the thing is, Asian people are taught to use two hands to give you things. You know what I mean? To hand things to you. So the fact that she put it on the counter is real fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go ahead and let's get into these emails.
Okay, so
let's get it popping, baby.
This one is from a woman, and the title of it is called "Dating a Married Man."
She's dating a married man, or we don't know.
Apparently, that's the title of it. So
why would you date a married man?
No, why would I date a married man?
I don't know. Like, I'm just wondering. Like, would you?
What do I have to gain from that? Is he going to take care of me?
So if a married man was to take care of you, you would date him?
No.
Well, I mean, that's what you just said. Like,
no.
Why would you date? You just said, why would I date a married man? Is he going to take care of you? So if there was a married man and he said that he has a wife, would you, but I'll take care of you on the side. Would you fuck and be with a married man? Would you fuck him?
No, because I have much more self-esteem than that.
Okay. You have respect for yourself?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So let's cherry on into this email.
She says, Hey guys, I enjoy your videos. I was wondering if today you could talk about something different and maybe address my question while you're at it too. You guys sound like pretty open-minded people, and I'm wondering, what are your opinions on a woman being with a married man? Before you judge me, I would like to say I'm not the type of person who goes after specifically married men.
So what do you think? She said, what do you think about her being with a married man?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, her being with a married man?
Well, for one, she has very low self-esteem.
That's why she's with a married man?
She can't go get her own man?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm asking you. Why do you think she asked, what do we think about her being with a married man? Do you think it's immoral or?
I think it's very moral, but then I also see
You think it's very moral?
No, immoral.
Oh, okay.
But I can also see how she totally lacks intimacy. Like, she's afraid of intimacy. That's why she's going after, well, she says she's not going after them, but I mean, what do they just fall in her lap? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So for her to date all these married men or whatever, I'm assuming, she has to lack a whole lot of intimacy. Like, she has to be afraid of that.
So she's dating unavailable men because she's unavailable too?
Right.
That's what I think.
Right, because she's herself that. Because you date what you are, really.
So, I mean, I think that she's unavailable too.
Yeah,
that's why she's dating a married man.
Mm-hmm.
A married man he's unavailable to her, really. You know what I mean?
Right.
He might fuck her or whatever, but as far as giving her a lot of time and stuff, he's unavailable.
Right. It's kind of like the pet and put back thing.
Sure, and I think a part of her actually likes that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's unavailable as well.
Yeah.
So water seeks its own level in a way.
She lacks the ability to actually be like a full-time wife.
Could be, but we don't know her like that. So, but in this instance, yes, but we don't know. We don't know how she would handle a normal relationship with a guy, like an everyday guy. Because if she's with a married man, she's probably not hanging out with him every day,
right?
Because he has other responsibilities.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, sure. I mean, we don't know, but from the outside looking in, from what she has said, the little bit she said already, I think that she of course she lacks intimacy issues, but I think that she's emotionally unavailable. That's why she's dating a married man to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because he's unavailable.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part of her that actually likes that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it dysfunctional? Of course it is.
But that's what she's comfortable with.
Right.
Because a full-time duty job would maybe scare her, intimidate her.
Okay, what else is there? Read on.
She says, okay, for some odd reason, it always happens that way. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I'm not particularly ashamed of it either.
That says a lot about her too, that she said it always happens that way. So this is a pattern. So that means that she's real flirty with married dudes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She's definitely a hoe. I wouldn't look at her, as a respectable bitch. You know what I mean? She's, why is she attracting so many married men?
Right, and that's the thing.
Because she got her legs open, so to speak. Women give off this, you know when a woman gives off that
vibe?
You can fuck me she has a hoish vibe to her,
but that's the thing.
That hoish kind of energy.
I disagree with her when she says, oh, I don't specifically go after married men. I disagree because I don't know, all the men who are, going after her or who are approaching her, they're not all married. Some of them are going to be single, and actually quite most of them are going to be single, and then some might be married. So for her to only have dated already taken men, that means she's choosing them out of all the men that are approaching her. She's choosing to be with them.
Don't you think that a married man is safe for her?
Sure.
She can't be with him really, so he's safe. That's why I said she's emotionally unavailable, and that's what she likes, the comforts of he could go home to his wife. And
is that she's in control of the situation?
A little bit, but I mean,
she can leave him.
Sure, but she could leave if she had a boyfriend. She could leave too. But I mean, I think a little bit maybe that's her way of having some type of control over her emotions, because she doesn't have to really invest into him because she knows he's married. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's her way of having some type of control over her own emotions.
Like she's afraid to give him all of her?
I think so.
Or she's afraid to give a man all of her.
Could be, but that's why she's unavailable.
Right.
She's emotionally unavailable.
Right.
So this cherry on.
She says, I'm not ashamed of it. The man I'm with currently has met my friends and some of my family, and they are aware of his situation.
Wait. The man she's with has met her family?
Her friends and some of my family.
Okay, so she's got to be somewhat serious with him. Like she's introducing this married man to her family?
Yeah, and they are aware of his situation.
Wow.
I also can't say they support me, but they try their best to understand, I guess. I love this man and I can't see my life without him. At the same time, I know he has a family and I can't be a part of that.
Okay, hold on. A family. What does she mean by he has a family? Like a wife or a wife and kids?
I think it could mean both. I mean, obviously if he has wife and kids, that's a family. But like a husband and wife unit, you could call that like a family unit.
Yeah, that's a family, but I'm just saying, like, I just think that I don't know, it's different if the guy is, if the guy has kids and a wife, it's different. Like, there's two types of cheating. Like, don't get me wrong, both is bad, but like if a chick is fucking a guy who's married, but he has a family, do you think, because I'm inquiring, I want to know this actually, your opinion. Do you think it's worse if a chick is fucking a married man that has kids, or do you think it's equally as bad if he just is fucking if she's fucking a guy that's just married but he doesn't have kids? Like, do you think one is worse than the other?
I think a sin is a sin. I mean, what is the difference? He's fucking over his wife. Like, if he's cheating on her, he's like fucking her over as opposed to his family. Like, okay, so what? Because he's doing wrong to his kids, to like an addition, like that makes it worse?
Is it worse? My question to you is it worse if he has a wife and children opposed to just have a wife?
No, I don't think it's worse.
So you're saying it's the same thing?
I think a sin is a sin.
Okay, so you guys, I want you guys to leave a comment down below and let us know what you think. Now, me personally, I think if she's fucking a married man that has children, I think that's worse. Both of them are bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning her fucking a married man. I'm just saying that because he has a family at home, I think it's worse for him and for her. Because you could fuck up a home. I'm not saying that's a happy home, because obviously if it was happy, he probably wouldn't be fucking around.
Right.
But I think that because he has kids, it makes it so much more complex. And I think that it's way worse for a chick to fuck a married man who has children at home. See, you have to remember, don't get it twisted. The married guy, he could get a divorce and just run off with this chick. Okay, but hold on, hear me out. But if he has children, it's not so easy like that. Like, shit is much more complex if he has children at home. So I disagree with you. I think that it's way worse if a married man is fucking around and he has children. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's just my opinion. So,
it's just, you're still hurting both parties. You're still hurting the wife.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just saying, like, you say it's the same thing. It's bad either way. But I think it's way worse when he has children at home. Way worse. Like, it's much more complex.
Yeah.
But anyways, go on.
So she says, can't be part. Why do I always end up in these kinds of situations? For once, I wish I could meet a man who's available for just me. I think she's not looking for a man who's available for just her.
Is that the end of the email?
Yes, that's the end of it.
So you think she's not looking for a guy that's just for her?
No, she's not. Because I like I said earlier, out of all the men that approaches her, because if you're a woman, you get approached a lot. It really doesn't matter like how you look. You're just always gonna get approached because you're a woman. And so out of all the men that has approached her, you're telling me 100% of them were married men, so she had no choice but to only be with married men because those are her only options? I don't. I can't see that.
She definitely seeks out unavailable men.
Yeah, she does.
And the reason she seeks them out is because she's unavailable herself.
Yeah.
So I hope you got, was that her question? Like, what was her question?
Her question was.
I forgot her question.
Why does she always end up in these situations?
Okay, you always end up because you choose to, for one, and for two, you're unavailable. You're mentally unavailable. So, the married guy is the safe guy for you because he's also unavailable for you, and so it works out just great for you. So I hope you got your answer. You guys leave a comment down below, and we are gone.